Hey, it's Tim, and today is July 16th. Yesterday was the 15th, it was day one. This is the day 2 of the daily vlog that I'm doing here at Hey, it's Tim Travels, which is the name of this channel. The other channel, Hey, it's Tim Trails, hiking, backpacking. This is Hey, it's Tim Travels. Welcome, because today is day 2, and we're at the zoo. Whoa, unintentional rhymage. We are right there. I've got a coffee. And I need to tell you something I really enjoy about coming to the zoo here in San Diego is you get to bring your own coffee in. You can bring anything in. You can bring your sandwiches, you can bring your whatever, your snacks, bring strollers full of stuff and food. This is not so much like a themed, like a theme park thing. It is when you buy a membership, it is, what do you want to call that? It's a membership basically. When you buy a ticket to come to the zoo, you are a member, you are donating to the zoo's nonprofit wildlife association kind of thing here in the wilderness of the San Diego Zoo. And so also it is very pretty here. It is very tropical. Now I live in the East County of San Diego where it's dry and hot, and the zoo is closer to downtown San Diego, the seashore. It has a much more moist climate. Some people don't like that word moist, but it is a moist climate down here. Usually, it doesn't rain a lot, but it's much cooler, overcast most of the time, and it's nicer. And you have all these trees and foliage here at the zoo. And real quick, I'll tell you we've got some historical things to just bring up to you real quick. The sky ride here, there's one here and there's one at SeaWorld San Diego, is called a Von Roll VR 101. Made by the Von Roll Company, and they are also the makers of the one at Disneyland that used to be at Disneyland. Anyway, that's just a little bit about the sky ride. We'll go on that later. Another little historical zoo fact is, do you know how this zoo was started? And I'll tell you quickly that the zoo was started because, okay, back up. North America and South America are two different continents, more or less, but they are connected through Mexico and through that little isthmus, what do you call a little splinter of land that goes between North America and South America. And it's earth, it's land, and it made it difficult for ships and boats to go through there. You can't, it's dirt. Boats don't go through dirt. And so somebody got this great idea. Let's cut a hole, let's cut a canal right down the middle somewhere, maybe the thinnest spot so it's less work. Let's make a hole in Panama. Let's make a cut through Panama. We'll call it a canal, we'll call it the Panama Canal. And so the opening of the Panama Canal was somewhere, I'll put the date on the screen, early 1900s. And so that being the case, it made ships and shipping and transportation much easier. And so San Diego is the first port of call. If you're headed north or if you're coming from the European countries, you'd come through the Panama Canal, head north, and the first port of call was San Diego. So San Diego made a big deal out of it. They said, hey, we're the first port of call. Let's have a party. Let's have a big thing here in San Diego celebrating the opening of the Panama Canal, and it was called the Panama Exposition. I don't remember the dates, but they had this big party here. There was all kinds of stuff going on. They built Balboa Park. They had animals and all kinds of exotic animals and things to see. And then when the thing was all over, they left the animals here. And they thought, what the heck? Who left these animals here? What are we going to do? And some smart guy with money came along and said, let's make a zoo. And so they built the zoo to house the leftover animals from the Panama Exposition, and that's how we got the zoo. And this zoo is fantastically beautiful. That was long, I'm so sorry. This zoo is beautiful, and apparently the people of San Diego and whoever has money has donated abundantly, and so they have been able to make it really nice. And so it is really nice to walk through here, and a pass is not very expensive to come all year long. You can bring your family, and there's lots of families here, and it's fantastic. So all of that garbage out of the way, let's go walk around the zoo. Because this is day 2 of the vlog thing. Gosh, I'm talking a lot. This is day 2 of the vlog thing. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I do want to talk a little bit about burnout. We're going to talk a little bit about burnout as we walk around. My favorite animal here is the birds. But let's go see the zoo. Come on, let's go. I got to drink this coffee. And you can tell I've already had some coffee, but let's go explore.
Akuba. This is Akuba, and he's got a blanket.
He's got a sack. That is a big black gorilla. And also, you can smell the gorillas. They have a BO smell you can smell right through the glass. No, that could be me, but...
That's correct.
All right, little known fact. Did you know the difference between apes and monkeys? Apes don't have tails, and monkeys have tails. That is a cool difference between the apes and monkeys. Now, they have these maps here at the zoo, and if you try to... I have tried to read these maps, and it really is confusing because... I don't know, it's just confusing. And I found that if you just walk around and have no formal agenda, and just cruise around and look at stuff, it's much happier. And because I've walked around a lot, I'm going to go down here. One of my favorite places is this. There's an aviary down here that's ginormous, for birds. And it was one of the very first things put here, and they've got some pictures of it. I'll find it somewhere and show you that all of these trees... This is the aviary right here, and all these trees weren't here. This was all just dirt when they built this aviary sometime in the early 1900s. But inside, these beautiful birds. So we're gonna go in there and see. For the safety of the birds, please do not hold the aviary doors open. Now they have you go through multiple doors here so the birds don't get out. There used to only be two. There's that door and this door, and now there's three. They've added a third door. I mean, there is no way the birds can get out. Apparently that's a thing. Let's go inside here where it is beautiful in the bird aviary. See, it almost feels like you're in the jungles of Africa somewhere. Beautiful environment for the birds, like that one right there. Now usually I'm leaving the camera on because usually, and they like to dive bomb you too, like that, like dove. I think that's a dove. Hi, baby. What are you doing there, Mr. Bird? Hello, Mr. Bird. What are you doing? Cruiser, you got a stick? That's a nice stick. Probably doesn't taste like anything much, but a stick. Also, my favorite thing about the aviaries is you can walk around and see the birds. Now they can fly around, but they cannot fly away. They're more or less stuck in here, which might be kind of cruel, but I don't think these birds know any different. And it's an environment for them where they're fed, and I think they're pretty happy. I don't think they're very miserable. You kind of have to walk around slow now. Sometimes you have to look up into the trees because they have nests up in the trees, and that's where you'll see them. They're not always on the ground like these other doves and stuff. I think they're doves. Whew. It seems that today all the really exotic looking birds are up really high, and they're not down here for me to see. But there's a bird right here on the ground that's kind of cool looking. He's got some slinky legs. He's not real happy about me following him, but he's got some real tall, skinny legs. Anyway, those other birds were dove. They were just different kinds of dove. Yeah, I like the birds. Okay, we're outside of the aviary now. And speaking of, just something to talk about today was burnout. And it kind of led me to this decision. Now, I've tried to make a bunch of videos in the past and been, whatever. Successful, kind of not successful, but it's kind of like one of those things where you just do a little bit here and there. It becomes a hobby. But if it's going to be something important to you, you have to put a lot more emphasis and a lot more time into it. Now, the career, I've been an electrician since 1992. This is 25, right? What is that, 31 years? 32 years, something like that. I can't do good math. It's been a long time. And so I have experienced the burnout. The burnout of doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's difficult. It's hard labor. Sometimes it's not very easy to do. And it takes a long time and to get good at. And ooh, look at these branches that go from the tree. They're not branches, they're roots, more or less. The limbs are coming out of the tree and going right into the ground. That is so fascinating. I don't have any of these in my yard. I don't even know what kind of tree this is. But what am I trying to say? Something about, what was I talking? Something about burnout. Yeah, just kind of, it's kind of time. Everybody experiences that. It's time to move on to find a different thing to motivate you. I was lacking the motivation. At the beginning, I was super motivated. But now, and because of my ADHD, I have a short attention span. Therefore, need to move on to something new and something creative and something, I don't know, something that fuels my excitement. Oh yeah, here. This is the Scripps aviary, the bird aviary that we just came out of. And here's kind of a cool picture of it when it was new. See, there's just very little trees around it. Eucalyptus trees and stuff. But there was no, it wasn't a moist, like a tropical type climate. It was very dry. Just dirt and trees. And look at how it's grown and changed so much with the bamboo and everything else. I'm always fond of signs because they tell you information that you need. Like if you want to see the panda or the gorillas, you want to go to the left. Monkey and hippo trails, tells you where things are. And sometimes you read a sign that makes you chuckle a little bit because the words are funny. Like this sign here tells me that they're having Peruvian gourd carvings demonstrations today. I can't even hardly say that sometimes. Peruvian gourd carving demonstrations. I've never seen that. Peruvian gourd carving demonstrations. I'm imagining in my head what a Peruvian gourd looks like and how you carve one. We will look out for that and see if I can find it anywhere. They got some cool merch out here as you walk around the zoo. They've got cool zoo hats with the monkey. Is that a bear? I think it might be a monkey. No, the monkeys don't have ears. Like, that's a bear. That's a bear. They've got the big straw hats, tank tops. Audrey always likes to wear her zoo appropriate t-shirt. Oh, sorry. Audrey always likes to wear her appropriate zoo shirts when she comes to the zoo. And Audrey being my daughter, you guys know Audrey. I didn't tell her I was coming to the zoo. I snuck off. Ooh, they got binoculars. You can get binoculars to see close up of the animals because a lot of them are far away. Oh, here's some Peruvian gourds right here. I have a guess that this is a Peruvian gourd that they do carvings on and draw these images on the gourds. Okay, that's kind of cool. Look at that colorful one right there. That's cool right there, yeah. Okay, earrings, gourds. There's lots of gourds. These are bubble things that make bubbles, and I always love, but I don't know, bubbles are just happy. Don't you think bubbles are just happy? And I want one. But I never really want to buy one because I don't know how much they cost, but I don't want to be seen as a grown man walking around with a bubble thing. Even though I like bubbles a lot. They make me happy. When I see the kids blowing bubbles, I get happy. I'm not sure why. Let's go over here because right here, they've got some more apes, the orangutans. The orangutans. Oh! Sorry. I said oh because I kicked something. There, those are orangutans. There's a baby out there playing with mommy. Way out behind, there's one right here in the front, but then there's some in the back that are being rather playful. I don't know if you can see those back there. Just hanging out. Nothing to do, but hang out. These are monkeys because they have tails. There's one right there climbing on the thing. See? See the monkey? Let's see if he jumps and climbs on stuff. There he goes. There he goes. Woo! Woo! He's hanging there. Come on, you got it! This is a real pretty walk right here. Goes down into the zoo is on the side of a cliff, more or less, like a canyon. And then there's like a top where it's like a mesa at the top where you kind of come in to the zoo. And then everything is basically down canyons. They've kind of carved out canyons. Well, actually they're natural, but you know, carved out walkways like this one where you go down the canyon. It's very wet in here, usually. I don't know if they have I think they have just an immense, fantastic sprinkler system that shoots. There's no animals in here, but it's just a pretty walk through here. They've got plants and flowers. It kind of helps me slow down a little bit with life. You know, when you're doing a business, you got to keep going. And so this always kind of helps me to slow down a bit when I walk through here, and I watch kind of a peaceful place. Sometimes there's water flowing through there, but there's not today. They have the water turned off, so it's a little stagnant pond right there. Yeah, but making a transition, when you get burned out on something, you burned out on what you're doing, making that transition can be really hard. And I'm in the middle of that right now, where if I'm gonna do something else, whatever it is, in this case, I'm going to make videos every day. I'm going to go places and see different things, hopefully. And sometimes it might be boring. I hope not. But hopefully I can take something boring and make it interesting. That's kind of a goal for me, and make it successful. And change. You know, I'm the kind of person who's always done labor to make money. Like physical, I can dig you a hole. I can dig you a trench. I can fix that thing. Whatever. Physical labor. And those are good things, and those are very valuable, and we need to have those things and those people in our lives that can do that stuff. But I've become burned out on always being needed for help. Help me with this. Can't do this. And it's like it's like a kid pulling on your coat sleeve all the time, on your coattails, constantly. Okay, sorry about that. Little too much there, I think, but I'm burned out. I'm just burned out. I got to do something more enjoyable, more that feeds my soul, that feeds my desire. Find something fresh and anew. I got a message from somebody today on a video that lost their job, and they're having to make adjustments and corrections, and I think that's not always a bad thing. It can be a bad thing because you have financial responsibilities. And when you lose your job, it feels like somebody has ripped something away from you. Like they have taken over, they've sucked something from you, and now you're helpless. And it's a horrible feeling. It has to be. I've never lost a job like that, but I have left a job and been stranded to make it on my own. I'm kind of on my own purpose, you know, like I did it to myself. But when somebody takes it from you, take a look at this bear. He's having his breakfast. This is an Andean bear. And apparently his name is Turbo. And he's having some kind of leafage, some roughage to make his system work properly. The Andean bear. This is a sloth bear. He's a sloth bear. And like I said earlier, I like signs. This sign tells us the sloth bear is called the Melursus ursinus, whatever that means. And it tells me that that they're threatened. Their existence is threatened. They're from India, Sri Lanka, the Bhutan, and Nepal. Is where this bear comes from. The sloth bear. Those were bears. But yeah, as I was saying about when you lose your jobs, you get laid off or you get fired, feels like someone has ripped away your soul. Like somebody has wronged you in a horrible way. And we don't like it because it's scary. But I think even though you're going to be all right. If you're listening to this right now, you hear me talking, you have lost your job. Someone has ripped it away from you. They've taken a part of you and cut it off and basically taken away your right, your ability to survive. Let me tell you something. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It might be hard. It might be scary. It might be rough, but it's going to be okay. How do I know this? Well, I really don't. I'm just pretty sure that sometimes we put our emphasis and our focus on the wrong things, and they become so important to us that having them taken away means that we cannot continue forward. We cannot move on, but you can. You can move on, you will move on, and sometimes it just kind of forces us to get outside of our comfort zone. You know, now I'm saying all these things not out of like experiential knowledge and like geniusness, like I know better, but I'm saying it because I'm also saying it to myself because I'm scared. I'm a little bit worried, a little scared because I'm stepping into something new. So I'm walking over here because right over here these are the giraffes, right? The little giraffe, and they've got a 12-day-old baby giraffe in here that we're gonna go check out and see if we can find the 12-day-old baby giraffe. And it's a really big deal because look at this. They've got like fancy cameras out. There he is. He's a baby giraffe. He's already walking around. Hey, he's hiding. Come back. There he is. It's a baby giraffe. The stork just brought him. Hiding. Kind of hiding behind mom. Let me. There he is. Keeps hiding behind stuff.
Look at that one.
Let's go over here. We're gonna go over here. And look, there he is. There he is, the baby giraffe. Hi. Ah, to be a baby again. Look, he's confused. He's like, what's going on? What are you people looking at? Haven't you ever seen a giraffe before? He's 2 weeks old, no name yet. The baby giraffe. He's looking at me. There he goes. And look at all the people that have come out to see the baby. Everyone loves a baby. Donkey. Hello, donkey. That is not a exotic donkey. That is a domestic donkey, according to the sign. And they've got a black zebra with white stripes right here. Or is it a white zebra with black stripes? The zebra. He doesn't like me looking at him because every time I get close to him, he walks away. But we can walk along this railing. Oh, he's giving me the backside. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here. You're bugging me. I'm going over here. Here we have some zoo staff. These are zoo staff members walking down the road. Zoo staff. How do you say your name in Swahili again?
I don't know how to say it.
How do you say it? Ayana? Ayana. Ayana means flower. She's a girl.
That's what they tell me. I don't speak Swahili.
It sounds good to me. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I like that they named it like something.
Uh-huh. She's a flower cheetah.
Daisy for all I know.
Daisy.
There was one we had here.
When you walk around here at the zoo, they have people, volunteers, who they've trained and taught things about the animals or whatever. They're at all the enclosures where the animals are, and they'll tell you all kinds of information about the animal you're looking at. One thing they always tell you is that like she said, a cheetah will live anywhere from 7 to 10 years in the wild. But here at the zoo, I think she said that cheetah was 12 or 14 years old. That they live a lot longer. Some people might find a problem with that. It's unnatural. Maybe they're only supposed to live 7 to 10 years. But usually they're here in the zoo because of something else that happened to them. Like some of the bears they have here are here because they got in trouble. And so when humans interact too much with the animals, it gets them, we're getting them in trouble. And so they bring them here sometimes to help them live longer lives. It's a good thing. I see it as a good thing. Also, something that happens too is, like, for example, the California condor was almost completely erased from existence. However, the zoo, and through some other efforts and stuff too, joint effort by humans, have reinstituted into the wild condors, and they're thriving and they're coming back. So that can be a good thing too. Usually there's some baboons in here, but today they don't seem to be present. The baboons. Papio pomadrius from Eastern Africa and Southern Arabia. Ooh, a core social unit is made up of a single adult male and several females and their offspring. But not today. We're in the Ethiopian highlands and acacia woodland as we walk down this path into the Africa section of the zoo. It's kind of cool how they have each section or area where you would find particular animals from a particular part of the world. They have it decorated. They have it landscaped in such a way that would try to mimic that environment, like these trees right here. These trees look very African to me, very deserty, kind of a desert tree that thrives on less water than like a, I don't know, say like a palm tree. And they've got the beautiful song of birds that you can hear all throughout the trees, but sometimes that's not possible. The birds might leave, and so what they've done is they've planted these Bose speakers right here in the dirt. They're emanating, what's the word? They are projecting the sound of birds all around. That's coming from the speaker, just for ambiance. What's that? What kind of animal is that? Hello, Mr. Squirrel. I was just up there in another bird aviary, and there was a lady had a shirt on that said, "Be you." Just be you. That's it. I love it. Just be you. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to do anything else. Just be you. Now, this is not a real leopard. Well, it is, but it's a picture of a real leopard. It's a Panthera pardus. And they live in the habitats throughout much of Africa and Asia. They are threatened. The sign says they are threatened. Their species is threatened. And it says also here, a leopard may stalk its prey for long distances. The chase is a fast dash that typically covers about 30 feet. So they attack quickly. Now, that is not a leopard, that's a human. All right, the zookeeper's in there, and she's got a rabbit in a Ziploc bag that she's going to hide. She's going to hide in there, kind of like an Easter egg. There she is. She's carrying a dead rabbit. Let's see, from over here, where she's going to go and hide that rabbit. There she is, the elusive zookeeper. She's going to hide the rabbit. Oh, yeah, stick it in that log right there. Yeah. Ooh, that's gross. It's nature. She's looking for a good spot. I wonder if she knows we're all looking at her. There, it's in the grass. She's hiding it in the grass right there. And they're going to let the leopard out into the habitat to come and search for breakfast, lunch, whatever it is. All right, she just turned the leopard loose into the environment. It's right there. It's right there. Oh, he's playing with it. Oh. Attack! Yeah, attack! He's like, I'm out of here. He just left. He just took the food and left. All right, that was pretty cool, right? We saw the leopard. He chased after the rabbit, which was dead. And then he grabbed it and he ran off, and he's eating it in a little cave somewhere, and it was dark and I couldn't see him, so I couldn't see him. We're gonna go. Remember I told you I love birds, so we're gonna go back into this not back into. We're gonna go to this other aviary right here in this Africa section and check out some birds. You gotta wait till the other door closes before you can open this door. Now, in here, I see there's always tons and tons of really pretty birds everywhere, like blowing by your head and just all kinds of activities, like dive bombers. And usually, it just takes seconds. Real colorful birds, so we have to, I'm gonna hush. Look at these birds. They've got like a little red, they look like, they might be robins. They've got little red masks on. And they're teeny tiny. Teeny tiny little birds. Look at that. Hi guys. Hi birds. Hello little birds. They're kind of, usually when you take a picture of them, they bail, they take off. Like, as soon as you get your camera out, they fly away. They know what you're up to. Here's one, just chilling on the rail. Oh, see, he left as soon as I referenced him. This waterfall is cool because it's very themed area where you can go in this cave and see the backside of water. But it's not the real backside of water. This one's fake. This one's the non-official fake backside of water. But it is really cool in here. You got your stalactites hanging from the ceiling. This is the right side of water. The right side of water. Look at that, man. Just another beautiful themed environment here at the zoo. And now I've got to go to the bathroom. It makes me have to pee when I see this glorious fountain of water. We're going in the Panda Ridge, in the bamboo. Look at this cool theming they've got in here. The bamboo-shaped poles, and the kind of the, I don't know what you call it, lamps, lights that kind of fit the motif, if you will. Hi. This way? Okay. And there it is. The panda. Let's shoot a picture. Okay, now what we're seeing here is not the backside of water, but it is the backside of panda. It's a panda hiney right there. Here you go. It's funny to hear everybody talk about the panda's butt. There, Mr. Panda. Okay, I want to go on the Sky Bucket, the Von Roll VR 101 Sky Ride thing, but I got to get up to this bridge, and they've got an elevator right here. But I'm not an elevator guy. I'm a stair guy, so we're gonna do the stairs, just for our daily exercise. This is only like a warm up. I'm sure there'll be some more exercise later in the day, but for now, we're just gonna go up these stairs. Okay. I like to go up the stairs. Oh, there's traffic. I got my Crocs on. Which are not... Actually, surprisingly, they're doing well for the stair climb. Everybody, up the stairs.
All during summer.
First one's a winner. First one's the winner. Whew. Oh, the kids are beating me. Go, go, go! Yeah! You guys are so fast. I think they're getting in trouble. Oh, you guys won. You guys won me. Woo! All right, we're up on the bridge now. Let's go across. So right back there in one of these like pots right here, there was a hummingbird chilling right there. Now I wondered, first thing that came into my mind was, oh, look at that beautiful bird. And the second thing that came into my mind was, I wonder, now that bird's free. I wonder if that bird goes up to the edge of the cages, the aviaries we'll say, and looks inside and kind of does a neener thing. Neener, I'm free, and you got to stay in here. But then they go, hey, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? You probably had to go look for it. Ours was right here in this bowl. And so they got a neener back at them, back at you. Take a look at this elephant in the water. He's in the water. He's doing his bath. Look at that. There's another one over there. Elefantes. Look at the elefante. Whoa, that is cool. All clean. Okay, we are walking directly toward the Skyfari, it's called. I forgot what it's called. The Roll VR 101 Skyfari. But here's the thing. I do have an agenda. The agenda is this. I'm hungry, and I brought snacks because I'm a bring your own snacks to the zoo kind of guy. And so I need to find a nice, cool spot to sit and have my snack. And then we're going to see one of my favorite animals right around the corner that I want to bring home with me. And then we're going to ride the sky ride thing. And we'll ride it all the way to the other side of the park. But I need to find a spot to eat my snack. Oh my gosh. I walked so far to find a place to sit down and eat. But remember I said I'm bring your own snacks, and my Gossamer Gear fanny pack right here. I've got my snacks, right? Okay, I've got a Organics Costco fruit veggie pouch thing, and I've got a Nature Valley granola bar. Nature Valley granola bar. This is what I bring for my snack. You know what else I forgot? I forgot water. I didn't bring anything to drink, and so I'm thirsty. But this will help with that. And because we're in super survival mode as far as money goes, and we're only buying what we need, I'm not buying the water. I'll just die. No, I got water in the car. And I'm almost done here at the zoo. We're going to eat my snack, and then we're going to go ride the sky ride, and then we'll see what's after that. But that's the plan. Here at the zoo. Okay, we're here. Now, I don't see any reason why I can't have my own gazelle in the backyard. Look, it's just a little bit bigger than a dog. It's a gazelle. Look at how like cute they're cute. I like the gazelle. I want one. Maybe two gazelle. Look, he's just gonna lay down right there and be happy. He's got some horns. Careful. Ah, there we go. They have such skinny little legs, and they're very, 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 very fast. The gazelle. I don't understand. Actually, I do understand, but I'm just having fun with it. Why I can't have one of these at my house? A gazelle. Okay. See you later, gazelles. All right. Snack time is over. That was snack time, and now we're gonna go on the sky bucket thing, the sky ride bucket, because there's no line. The line is extremely short, almost non-existent. See how we just walk right up here? Geez, there's like really nobody in line for this thing. I am so thrilled that we still have this here, and that other places like Disneyland and stuff, it's gone. But we still have it here. And we can get a fantastic bird's eye view of the zoo. Look at, there's no waiting. No waiting. Well, sort of. Tiny bit of waiting to get on the sky bucket. I have just one. No smoking, no food or drink. I already had my snack. Thank you. Let's get in. Let's get in to the sky bucket. Thank you. The Skyfari. Get ready to launch. We're getting ready to launch. Skyfari, Skyfari, Skyfari. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woohoo! Ah! Launching! Launching the Skyfari bucket. There's some people right there in their sky bucket. Now, as I mentioned before, the view from the sky bucket is fantastically glorious. And this is not it. Take a look at that. Oh! That's pretty. It's a pretty view. Now, sometimes I wonder, look at the stretch. Look at the stretch on the cable because of all the folks sky bucketing currently. That thing is really, wow! Look how low they are. There's the bridge we walked across. Yeah, look at how the cable's doing some serious droopage. That's incredible. A-doo-dee-dee. Let's look this way. Look this way. You can see the zoo down below. That's where I just had snack time. Snack time was right there. In those little, it was right there actually. Right there. Snack time. Let's look down here. We should be going over the gorilla enclosure, which is right there where we saw the gorillas. Yeah, there they are. See them? I don't know if you can see them down there. No, not really. Ooh, they're chasing each other. Actually, yeah, I see them right there. Ooh. Hi! See, those people said hi in the video. That was cool. Airplane coming in for landing. The airport. Okay, we are approaching the end. Oh! Bumpity bumpity bump. Woo! Woo!
Welcome.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, thanks. You too. Now they've got more of these Peruvian gourds right here. And I thought, here we go, special event. Like I saw on the sign earlier, the artesian Peruvian gourds are going to be demonstrated the artwork. Now I'm kind of thinking, because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of them, that maybe they're mass produced and they're not necessarily handmade by a guy sitting at a table over in the corner. I think that might be true. That might be possible. These aren't like custom Peruvian gourds. I've always wanted one of these hats. I think it's called a piff hat. A piff hat? Wait, let's see. See if it says. A pit hat or something. I don't know, I forget. Pit helmet. Piff helmet. Piff helmet? Piff hat? I don't know. Now today here at the zoo, I wore my Crocs all day and I've never done that before and it was alright. I'm okay. And you'll notice I have my animal appropriate Smokey the Bear socks on that don't match my outfit at all with my Crocs today as I walk around the zoo. Okay, I'm leaving the zoo because I've had my fill. I've had my fill of the zoo. Now, the zoo has a lot more to do and see than what we saw today. So hopefully in the future we'll come again. I wanted to leave some for next time we come to the zoo. And I feel like the video is getting way too long. So we're gonna have to like cut it. Now, it's summertime, and so the zoo has all kinds of really cool shows and activities and things for nighttime, for evening. They close at like 9, but they have this fantastic parade and all kinds of stuff that I came and saw not too long ago. And if you want to see that, it's right here. You can click on this video right here, and that'll take you to the stuff that I saw last time I was at the zoo. It was actually last fall. Also, right across from the zoo, they've got this train ride you can take, and I'll put a video for that right here. It's right here, the train ride. It is the Balboa Park Railroad miniature train, and you can watch it right there. All right, Hey, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We'll figure it out.